Picture a room in ancient Alexandria. The year is 367 AD. Church officials are gathered, and on the table before them lie dozens of manuscripts, gospels, secret teachings, letters that did not make it into the book you call the Bible. One by one, they separate the texts into two piles. One pile will be copied, preserved, and distributed to every corner of the Roman Empire. The other pile will be burned, and in that second pile, marked for destruction, is a teaching about why certain people hear frequencies that others cannot perceive. A teaching Jesus gave privately to those he called the elect. The officials knew exactly why this teaching had to disappear, because if people understood what that ringing in their ears actually meant, they would never need a priest again. They would never need an intermediary. They would have direct access to the source itself. 16 centuries later, you found this video, and that is not an accident. Because that ringing you have been experiencing, that tone that comes and goes, that frequency that seems to bypass your physical ears entirely, it has been trying to tell you something your whole life. Right now, place your hand over your heart. Feel it beating. That rhythm has kept your biological suit alive, but there is another rhythm trying to reach you. One that does not come from your body. One that comes from what the ancient Gnostics called the monad. The true source. The consciousness behind all consciousness. Tonight, you are going to understand exactly why you hear what others cannot. If you're watching this at night, if something pulled you toward this video at this exact moment, comment the words, "I hear the signal." This is your first declaration. Your acknowledgement that you are ready to receive what was hidden from humanity for 1,700 years. What you will learn tonight is not theory. It is a direct transmission preserved in the Nag Hammadi texts, buried in the Egyptian desert, waiting for the generation that would finally be ready. 3 frequencies, 7 signs, 1 permanent activation. This is what Jesus taught about why chosen ones have ringing ears. And after tonight, you will never hear that sound the same way again. Part 2. The 3 types of souls to understand why you hear the signal. You must first understand what you are, not what society told you. Not your name, your job, or your history. The Gnostic teachers who walked with Jesus divided humanity into 3 categories. This was not judgment. This was energetic observation. The first category they called hylics. From the Greek hyle, matter. These are souls completely identified with a material simulation. They eat, they sleep, they work, they die. They never once question what lies beyond the visible world. The ringing frequency cannot reach them because there is no receiver in their soul capable of decoding it. To them, the silence is just silence. The second category they called psychics. From psyche, soul, mind. These souls have a dim awareness that something more exists. They sense it occasionally during a sunset, a tragedy, or a moment of prayer. But their connection flickers like a candle in the wind. It is inconsistent. They need external validation rituals, churches, gurus to feel connected. And then there's the third category. The Pneumatics from Pneuma, spirit, the chosen ones, the carriers of the divine spark. You are in this third category. I do not say that to flatter you. I say it because you are still here. You are still listening. The hylic would have clicked away. The psychic would be confused. But you remember. Something in you recognized this teaching before your mind could analyze it. That recognition is the proof. But here is what the church never wanted you to understand. The monad, the true God above the God of this world, does not communicate through words. It does not send angels with written messages. It does not require priests to interpret its will. The monad communicates through frequency, through vibration, through direct energetic transmission. And the symptom of receiving this transmission is a sound that seems to come from inside your own head. Part 3. The architecture of the signal. Let's go deeper. The Apocryphon of John. The text buried at Nag Hammadi describes the architecture of reality in a way that quantum physics is only now beginning to understand. At the highest level exists the monad. Pure consciousness. Infinite potential. Below the monad exists the plerometh, fullness, and below that, exists our world. The deficiency. This material realm was created not by the monad, but by a lesser, confused craftsman called the demiurge. The demiurge does not want you to remember what you are. He wants you to believe you are a body, a slave to time and entropy. He has helpers, the Archons. This is why doctors cannot find a cause. This is why no pill eliminates it. This is why it intensifies during meditation, or right before a major life shift. The Gospel of Philip speaks of those who have ears beyond ears. You are hearing the carrier wave of the divine. Part 4. The three frequencies and the technique. In the Pistis Sophia, another suppressed text, Jesus explains the mechanics of this signal to his disciples. He describes three distinct frequencies, not one, three. And you need to know which one you are hearing right now. 1. The awakening tone. This is the high-pitched ringing that comes suddenly, often in one ear, usually the right. It lasts a few seconds to a minute. This is a call to attention. It means, stop, look, listen. Whatever you were thinking or doing in that exact moment is critical. The monad is highlighting a timeline shift. If you were thinking of a person, call them. If you are having a negative thought, cancel it immediately. 2. The sustained tone. This is a lower, constant hum. It often appears during meditation or deep sleep states. This is the sound of alignment. When you hear this, you are in the channel. You are downloading. This is the optimal state to ask questions and receive answers without the interference of the ego. 3. The pressure tone. This doesn't sound like a ring. It feels like the air pressure dropped, a fullness in the ears, or a pressure between the eyebrows, the third eye. This indicates activation. Your energetic DNA is being upgraded. Dormant abilities, intuition, healing, sitar coming online. Now, here's the technique to use these frequencies. Do not just listen to them. Interact with them. Step 1. Recognition. When the ringing starts, do not be annoyed. Shift your perspective. Say internally, I recognize the signal. Step 2. Attunement. Focus on the sound. Don't try to make it stop. Try to make it louder. Zoom in on it with your mind. As you'll focus, the static will clear, and the tone will become pure. Step 3. The declaration. This is the secret the church burned. You do not ask the monad for favors. You declare your reality through the monad. While focused on the sound, speak these 4 words internally. I am the signal. These words collapse the separation between you and Source. You are not a human hearing God. You are God remembering itself. Part 5. The resistance and the return. I must warn you. The moment you begin this practice, resistance will come. Not from outside, but from inside, your own mind. The Archon software will try to reboot. Thoughts will say, this is foolish. It's just tinnitus. Go back to sleep. This is not failure. This is confirmation. The resistance is proof that you are close to the breakthrough. The Archons only attack what threatens their control. Jesus did not teach this to crowds. He taught it in private rooms to those who were ready. The Gnostics buried it in jars, knowing that one day the right souls would find it. 1,700 years later, you are watching this video. Tonight, when the world goes quiet, the ringing will come. And for the first time, you will not be annoyed. You will be ready. You will place your hand on your forehead. You will tune to the frequency. You will speak the words, and you will feel the monad respond. If this teaching has activated something in you, seal it now. Comment below, I am the signal. Let other chosen ones see your declaration. Let them know they are not alone. Subscribe, because the teachings coming next go even deeper into the mysteries of the light body. You came into this world carrying a spark the Archons cannot see. The ringing was never a malfunction. It was the monad calling you home. Now, answer the call.